Welcome to a place where time has no meaning. Close your eyes and let the modern world fade away into a distant memory. Imagine yourself standing at the very edge of the Great Sahara Desert. The sun has just dipped below the horizon, leaving behind a sky painted in layers of deep violet, bruised orange, and the softest indigo. The heat of the day is evaporating, replaced by a cool, crisp breeze that carries the scent of ancient dust and distant water. Before you, rising like silent geometric mountains against the first stars of the evening, are the Great Pyramids of Giza. They have stood here for over 4,000 years, watching the world change, watching empires rise and fall, and watching the stars shift in their celestial dance. As you stand here, feel the immense weight of history supporting you. You are safe. You are still. The mysteries of the past are here to wrap you in a blanket of absolute peace. Visualize the Great Pyramid of Khufu. It is a marvel of human patience. Millions of limestone blocks, each weighing as much as a modern elephant, were placed with a precision that defies logic. Scientists marvel at how these stones were aligned so perfectly with the cardinal points of the Earth, north, south, east, and west. The deviation is so small, it rivals our most advanced satellite technology. But for you, tonight, these are not just stones. They are a symbol of permanence. Imagine placing your hand against the cool, weathered surface of a limestone block. It feels solid, grounded, and eternal. Think of the thousands of hands that touched this same stone. There was no rush in their work. There was only the steady, rhythmic clinking of copper tools and the low, melodic chants of the builders. Let your own heartbeat slow down to match that ancient, steady pulse. Your body is becoming like the pyramid, heavy, unmovable, and deeply connected to the earth. Each breath you take is a stone being placed in the foundation of your rest. Slow, deep, methodical. Now, let your mind drift away from the desert sands toward the heartbeat of this land, the Nile River. For millennia, this river has been the lifeblood of civilization, a silver thread sewing the desert together in the velvet dark of night. As you push off from the bank, the only sound is the gentle, rhythmic lap of the water against the hull. Lapping, flowing, moving. The ancient Egyptians called this land Kemet, the Black Land, named for the rich, fertile soil the river brought from the heart of Africa. To them, the Nile was not just a river, it was a god, a cycle of eternal rebirth. As you float downstream, feel the gentle, repetitive motion of the current. It is like a giant, liquid cradle. The water carries away your thoughts, your worries, and the lingering tensions of your day. It washes them into the infinite sea of the past. You are drifting. You are floating. The river knows the way. High above the delta, imagine the great library of Alexandria. In its time, it held the collective memory of the human race. Tonight, you are walking through its high marble halls at midnight. Your footsteps make no sound on the polished floor. Thousands of papyrus scrolls line the walls, containing secrets of mathematics, medicine, and the stars that the world has long forgotten. The air here is cool and smells of old parchment, cedarwood, and the dry scent of wisdom. Imagine the silence of this place. Ancient scholars once sat in these very shadows, lit only by small oil lamps, contemplating the same moon you see tonight. They knew that true knowledge is found in the quiet spaces between thoughts. Although the physical scrolls have long since turned to dust, the energy of their quiet contemplation remains in the air. Breathe in that stillness. The pursuit of truth requires a mind that is finally, completely at peace. You are surrounded by the wisdom of the ages, and it is telling you that it is time to rest. Consider the vision of Imhotep, the master architect of the step pyramid at Saqqara. He looked at the flat, empty desert and saw a stairway to the heavens. Each level was a platform for the soul to climb higher toward the imperishable stars, the stars that never set. Think of your own sleep as this stairway, but instead of climbing up, you are descending. With every deep, slow breath, you are stepping down into a deeper state of total surrender. The construction of a soul's journey takes time, and tonight, time is your servant. There is no hurry to reach the bottom. There is only the beauty of the descent. The limestone under your feet is cool. The shadows are long, soft, and protective. You are entering a sanctuary where the ticking of clocks has no power. Layer by layer, you are letting go of the physical world. Your shoulders relax. Your jaw softens. Your eyes feel heavy, as if weighted by the golden coins of a pharaoh. The Egyptians were masters of the night sky. They watched the stars with a precision that connected the heavens to the earth in a sacred geometry. They tracked Sirius, the bright dog star, whose rising signaled the coming of the floods. They aligned their temples to the solstices so that on a single day, the sun would illuminate the deepest sanctuary. Imagine lying on your back on the warm, soft sand, staring up at a sky untouched by the artificial lights of the modern world. The Milky Way stretches across the darkness like a river of silver dust, so bright it casts a soft glow on the dunes. You are looking at the same constellations that the pharaohs once studied: Orion, the great hunter; Draco, the dragon; the Pleiades, the seven sisters. In the vast, infinite scale of the cosmos, your life is a vital, quiet spark. Feel the immense scale of the universe and realize how small your burdens truly are. You are part of a cosmic order that is perfect, unchanging, and silent. The stars have been watching over the desert for billions of years, and tonight they are watching over you. Deep in the Valley of the Kings, the silence is absolute. This hidden canyon, carved into the yellow limestone of the Theban hills, was chosen specifically for its stillness. Deep underground, the chambers of the kings are decorated with vibrant blue, gold, and red paintings. The Book of the Dead, the Book of Gates. These were not just decorations. They were maps for the soul's journey through the 12 hours of the night. Imagine the cool, dry air of these rock-cut tombs. No sound from the surface reaches this deep. No wind, no voices, no movement. It is a cocoon of absolute safety. The paintings of gods with the heads of falcons and jackals watch over the sleepers in an eternal, protective embrace. Like the kings of old, you are now entering your own private sanctuary. The mountain above you is solid, ancient, and protective. The darkness here is not empty. It is a heavy, velvet curtain that blocks out the world. You are hidden. You are safe. Finally, we reach the Hall of Ma'at, the place of ultimate truth. Here, the goddess of harmony stands with a single white feather in her hair. This feather represents the balance of the entire universe. Imagine your heart being placed on one side of a golden scale, balanced against this single feather. To find true, eternal rest, one must be as light as air. Feel the last traces of tension leaving your body. Your limbs feel weightless, as if you are floating in a pool of warm, salty water. Your heart is light. Your spirit is clear. The scales are perfectly still. There is no judgment here, no past to regret, and no future to fear. There is only this crystalline moment of silence. The history of the world is a long, quiet story, and you have reached its most peaceful chapter. The Great Pyramid stands as a sentinel in your mind, slowly fading into the mist of sleep. The Nile flows on, eternal, silent and deep. The desert stars blink slowly, like eyes closing for the night. The journey is complete. The sands are still. The Sphinx sits in the shadows, guarding your dreams. You have traveled through the temples, through the libraries, and across the celestial rivers. Now, there is nothing left to do. There is no one to be. There is only the breath. Pause. The silence. Pause. And the deep, dark velvet of the night. The stars are watching. The ancestors are whispering, peace. You are home. You are safe. You are drifting, drifting into the heart of the eternal night. Sleep now, deep, eternal sleep.